कुछ होने और बहुत कुछ होने में इतना सा फर्क है, एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानपुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
A very good afternoon to all the dear friends. We, the entire team of Franchise India, welcome all of you to our weekend special ROI show. This show is specifically designed so that you understand the most important part of any business, which is ROI, return on investment. And today, under our ROI function, we are talking about 3 different business opportunities where business owners are offering very important model, franchisee invested company operated model. Today we have invited the founders and the directive team of Gem Selection, Vayu and New York Fries. All the 3 brands pertaining to different vertical will share their business model with us. With this introduction, I welcome and invite Sonia ma'am. She's a founder at Franwork to share her insights about ROI and how it plays an important role in anybody's life. Thank you so much, Sonia ma'am, for joining in today. May I request to formally start the session?
Thank you so much, Ashna. And friends, a very good afternoon to all of you. I also welcome our panel members who have joined in. And friends, as I speak, I am seeing some of you raising your hands. We have a Q&A box down on the screen. Any questions that you have to ask on the business model or to the presenter, please use Q&A box and we'll use that on your behalf to ask. So friends, what we're doing today is we're presenting you some opportunities which are franchisee-owned, franchisee-owned company operated and franchisee invested company operated. So these are 2 models that we're presenting to you today. So every Saturday, on this show, we bring you insights on the return on investment calculation metrics, and we bring in the founding leadership management team from the companies to share their approach and also understanding from their industry, or I would say from their subcategory point of view. And ROI, we all understand, is a very important parameter for any investor, a prospective business buyer who's looking to invest in a given opportunity. Often it is expressed as a percentage or a ratio, and this value describes anything from the financial return on the investment to even efficiencies or increased efficiencies to even the opportunity cost or a return that you as an investor have to give up to invest in that particular business that you have selected. So ROI is very subjective and it is considered on many aspects, and practically every business decision that we take today requires a detailed in-depth understanding and knowledge of this function called ROI in order to optimize the profitability. Also, to ensure that you're investing in business, you should also be able to learn how carefully calculation of ROI is to be done. This means that you need to learn which questions you need to ask, how do you verify these answers for smart decision making, and at the same time also monitoring of the business over a given period of time. I'll also take maybe the next few minutes to let you know on the company that we are presenting, and also a little bit on the model. And because sometimes I feel there's a confusion in the minds of people when they look at FICO or a FOCO model. So, FICO is franchisee invested company operated, while FOCO means franchisee owned company operated model. And typically, when we talk about a franchisee owned, franchisee operated model, this is asset which is owned by the franchisee owned company operated model. This is the asset which is owned by the franchisee. So you as an investor, you own the asset, and the entire operations are done by the company which is franchisor. So when the asset is owned by the franchisee, it means the asset stays in the book of the franchisee, and it also depreciates in the books of the franchisee, versus a FICO model, which is franchisee invested company operated, where the franchisee who is invested in the business has no ownership on the asset, and the franchisor gives you return on the investment or the capital that you have deployed, plus he also has an obligation to return the entire capital. So while on a FOCO model, you get a revenue share or some kind of minimum guarantee on the investment that you have done. FICO model would give you return on the capital, plus also return the capital that you have invested. So if I talk also broadly on these models, the running cost, like I mentioned, is taken care by the company, and also the brand management is taken care by the company. And the model gives you a return on investment made. And since the time is something which is given by the company, and there are two aspects to it. Any investment that we are doing, in case of a franchisee owned and a franchisee operated model, you calculate your return not only in the investment, but also on the time that you put in, right? So in this case, because entire operations are taken care by the company gives you return only on the investment that you have made. So there are a couple of things, which I would advise that every investor should be cautious when they're making this investment decision, especially in a FICO or a FOCO model. And first and foremost, I would touch upon the expectations of return on investment. And you should also have a benchmark of this return on investment, which ideally has to be very, very healthy return, which should be provided by the company. But we've also seen in the past, there's some kind of realistic returns which sometimes companies promises. And so as an investor, you should be cautious in case the returns are too unrealistic or they're very, very high. And because the entire money which is taken by the investor can also be taken in the form of a debt, right? And when the money is taken in form of a debt, the cost of capital for a brand owner or a franchisor is comparatively low. So you need to be cautious if the returns are too high. It has to be healthy. It cannot be unrealistic. Second, you also have to understand how the company is protecting the capital that you invested, which means how you are being de-risked on the investment being made. Third, your exit in the agreement should be very, very clearly defined, and companies would offer you exit based on the number of, and there would obviously be lock-in period which company gives when these agreements are signed, but exit is also very clearly defined. If you want to exit from that particular arrangement, what is the treatment the franchisor is giving to you, and what returns and how these returns are calculated. And typically when companies give you exit, depending on the FICO or the FOCO model, whatever money has been already transferred in terms of your minimum guarantees or the revenue share, the company would calculate the balance and share with you a plan on the same, depending on the year also. So you would have maybe on year 2, year 3, year 4, or year 5, there would be different exit structures which company would share with you. So that is something which you need to completely understand before you get into the signing of the agreement. Fifth, I would also say you need to understand the overall business forecast. Most of the companies, when they share the forecast, that is taken on the average of what their existing outlets are doing, and also maybe the potential of the market at large. So when these business forecasts are discussed with you, and this has to be very, very specific to the neighborhood, the location that you are based out of, the project, or I would say the business is based out. And this should also be backed by some benchmarks and some kind of comparatives with the competition which is present in the market. And whatever projections many times the companies would share with you, we also advise that you discount that by about 25 percent and see if that is still workable in that particular location. Next is agreements. Agreements have typically your, two negotiable and non-negotiable clauses. So which means that companies would give you all the assistance wherever, support is required, de-risking is required for the capital that you've deployed. At the same time, there are also some non-negotiable tools or clauses in the agreement. So clearly understand all these clauses, and especially the clauses which are with respect to the relocation of the business. In case the business needs to be relocated, is there a provision of that being made in the agreement or not? That's very, very important. And also, how the company is also covering sometimes, the initial 6-7 months or the first year, which is very important for a company as it takes to reach their optimum level. So how they're protecting that, including maybe the difficult or critical times. But here I would also caution, it is important to also understand both sides, as it is only if the brand is doing well, both partners would do well in the business. Seventh, you should also have a dispute resolution, which should be completely clearly defined in the agreement. And lastly, I would say, being Franchise India, we always advise our investors to choose the right advisors who also comes with some kind of understanding or detailed understanding, insights on both the sides they represent. And they also share with you a lot of historic data on the opportunity, the industry. They share you a lot of competition understanding, and also work with you to sign on the dotted line. So we help you take an informed decision of buying a business. And without taking more time, I will now request, I already see two of our brands have already joined, and I will request Ashna, if we can have a first panel member invited and present their business opportunity.
Thank you so much, Sonia ma'am, for hosting this webinar and sharing your insights on ROI. The first brand which we are bringing in this particular webinar is Gem Selection, a very trusted name. They come from Delhi, and today we have invited the Chief Marketing Officer at Gem Selections, Mr. Aradhya Khanna. This business was established by his father, and now Aradhya is taking it to the next level. Thank you so much, Aradhya ji, for joining in today. We really want to understand the entire journey of Gem Selection and how you are offering the franchisee invested company operated model to us. Thank you so much, sir. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Archana ji. Thank you, Sonia ji, for providing us this opportunity. I will like to start the presentation with a short video.
Gem Selections, the world's biggest gemstone brand, founded in 1987 by Pankaj Khanna, with the only goal to bring the finest of the world to our customers. With more than 500 dealers worldwide, 1,904 affiliated astrologers and 15 stores around the globe, Gem Selections brings quality gemstones from factory to the hands of the customers directly. Technologically advanced ecosystems around gemstones are designed to benefit both the sellers and customers. Gem Selections has been recognized as a symbol of trust and genuinity by celebrities. With more than 2 crore YouTube lifetime views and over 50 lakh traffic across website and social media, Gem Selections has been the choice of all ages. Come partner with us and be a part of the largest growing gemstone brand in the world. Gem Selections.
Gem Selections is the retail brand of our group, Khanna Gems Group. It is the world's biggest brand today for astrological gemstones. My father, Mr. Pankaj Khanna, he is the chairman of the entire Khanna Gems Group, and he is the face of our brand, Gem Selections. Mr. Pankaj Khanna, he is a very renowned astrologer himself, and he is the author of the best-selling book on gemstones, Mystery of Gemstones. I want to clarify one thing here, that we are not into jewelry business. We are into astrological gemstones business. So the way jewelry business operates and the way our business, that is the business of astrological gemstones, operates, it is completely different. when a person is buying an astrological gemstone, the customer is not interested in the design. The customer is interested that the gemstone should be genuine and the gemstone should have the desired astrological properties. So our business is, we are a pharmaceutical company. You don't consider us as a gem and jewelry company. You consider us as a pharmaceutical company. So what happens? We have a network of over 2,000 astrologers today who recommend our brand and get commission in return. So the astrologers are like doctors. So doctors recommend a particular pharmaceutical company medicine and the patient buys it. So the patient is not interested in what is the look and feel of the store and other things. The customer is just interested that my doctor has advised me to buy this medicine. So the patient will buy it. Similarly, when a person is buying a gemstone, he will buy the gemstone which the astrologer has recommended, and the person will buy from the place where the astrologer has recommended, because he is not interested in the gemstone per se. He is not interested in the product. He is interested in the remedy. But I want to add one thing here, that we don't sell the gemstones by telling it will do magic. We don't say anything like that. We just sell the product. The gemstone is recommended by an astrologer. We don't recommend the gemstone to the customer. Though we have a network of astrologers, but our way of working, you don't think that we say that, okay, there will be magic. We never say that. We sell the gemstones and we promote the astrological properties of the gemstones in a very subtle manner. So what happens? The customers are recommended gemstones by our network of astrologers. So the sale happens. The second way through which sales happen is our marketing efforts. We are very aggressive when it comes to marketing. Today, we have more than 2 crore YouTube views on a YouTube channel. We have a channel by the name of Gem Selections Khanna Gems. We have 2 e-commerce websites, 14 micro websites, 2 Android applications, 2 iOS applications. Apart from that, we have different platforms in which people visit, and we have a lot of user-generated content. So we have a lot of engagement happening on our social media properties and our websites. So what happens? People will buy gemstones from us because of 2 reasons, actually 3 reasons. They have been recommended by a third-party astrologer. They are a fan of our brand Gem Selections Khanna Gems, or they are a fan of my father, Mr. Pankaj Khanna. So we have 3 reasons why people buy from us. We are very aggressive when it comes to marketing. And whenever we enter any new territory, we make sure that we onboard a lot of astrologers in that territory. And we have opened approximately 15 new outlets during the pandemic. And by God's grace, all the outlets are running very well. Reason being, we do the homework before opening the outlet. So it is very easy to enter a new market because we are very aggressive when it comes to marketing. And apart from that, we have required teams for each and every department.
Our vision is to empower people to enjoy the benefits of natural gemstones by making the same available to them in each and every corner of the world at reasonable prices.
Gem Selections is presenting the entire journey of a customer deciding and wearing gemstones. A person decides to buy gemstones only after astrological consultation. Astrological consultation will be given virtually by certified astrologers from the Gem Selections team of astrologers. The franchisee will get margin on the consultation charges. The next step after astrological consultation is the selection of the gemstone. The franchise store will have access to the offline inventory in the store and also Gem Selections online inventory of 65 crore rupees, from which they can satisfy the customer requirements. The franchisee will get a good margin in the sale of gemstones. Nobody can wear just the gemstones. The person will get it made into a ring, bracelet, or pendant. The ornament will be manufactured centrally at Gem Selections factory. The franchisee will get margin in the making charges. It is said that gemstones affect only when they are energized. We perform energization puja for gemstones. The puja is performed by priests at Gem Selections headquarters. and recording of it is shared with the customers. The franchisee will get commission in the energization puja charges as well. Gem Selections franchisees will benefit immensely from the unique ecosystem Gem Selections has.
Today, we have very strong online presence. We have more than 50 lakh views on our internet properties every month. And we have more than 2 crore views on our YouTube channel, Gem Selections Khanna Gems. We have been covered by almost all the major media in this country. Celebrities also talk about us from time to time. Next gem is my father, Mr. Pankaj Khanna himself. People watch his videos on our YouTube channel, Gem Selections Khanna Gems. People read his articles in Times of India, Hindustan Times, Navbharat Times, The Statesman, Deccan Herald, Deccan Chronicle. People watch his interviews on Aaj Tak, India Today, and different channels. People watch his shows on Aastha channel, Sanskar channel, and literally become his fan. So we have 3 brands actually. One is Gem Selections, our gemstones brand. One is our company, that is Khanna Gems. And the third one is my father himself, Mr. Pankaj Khanna. So people will Google all these 3 terms and will land into our franchise outlet. So we have 3 brands. One is Gem Selections, another one is Khanna Gems, and the third one is my father himself, Mr. Pankaj Khanna. Today we have tie-ups with more than 2,000 astrologers globally. The number here is old. Now the real number is more than 2,000 astrologers globally. So we work on a commission system with them. So the franchisee need not pay commission to the astrologers. Paying commission to the astrologer, getting the customers to the store is 100% our responsibility. We are the only company in entire Asia which actually sells gemstones on EMI. We can sell gemstones from the value of 5,000 rupee to 15 lakh rupee on EMI. And the EMI duration can be from 6 months to 5 years. So what happens, let's say I want to buy a 2 lakh rupee gemstone. I don't have to pay 2 lakh rupees in one go. I will just pay 25,000 rupees at the outlet, and the remaining amount I will be paying in EMIs. So it becomes very easy for the customers to buy expensive gemstones while not, hampering their liquidity. So nowadays, everybody wants to buy everything on EMI. People are even buying phones on EMI. So they tend to prefer buying gemstones on EMI. So let's say there are 10 customers in the market who will 100% buy a gemstone. If we are able to communicate to all the 10 people that Gem Selections, Khanna Gems is selling gemstones on EMI, out of 10, 9 people will actually want to buy from us because they want to save money. They want to save cash. Actually, they want to save liquidity. We have been awarded by various national as well as international organizations.
Gem Selection stores around the world. 14 stores in India, Delhi, Rajasthan, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Mumbai, Mysore, Bangalore. 2 stores in USA, San Francisco, California, and Idaho. 1 store in London, United Kingdom, and 1 store in Melbourne, Australia.
Impact of COVID on our business. We are one of the few businesses who have actually benefited due to COVID, because we have to understand, why do people wear gemstones? People wear gemstones only when an astrologer recommends them to wear gemstones. So we should ask the question, when do people consult astrologers? People consult astrologers only and only when there is some kind of anxiety or tension in their lives. And our target audience is people who are from the age group of 24 to 45, because during this point of time, people are most ambitious. So due to COVID, what has happened? People are under a lot of tension. The people who are in business, they don't know how they will service their debt. The people who are in a job, they don't know whether their next salary will arrive or not. The people who are studying, they don't know whether they will even get a good job or not, because experienced people are sitting idle at home. So what happens? Everybody is under a lot of stress. Everybody is under a lot of tension. So people are consulting more and more astrologers. When people are consulting more and more astrologers are recommending gemstones as a remedy to these people. And we have a network of over 2,000 astrologers who recommend our brand and get commission in return. So due to these reasons, our sales are rising. We have witnessed good growth during the COVID period. The next reason why we are growing during the COVID is that we are the only company which actually sells gemstones on EMI. So right now, everybody wants to save liquidity. So they will want to buy the gemstones on EMI.
Gem Selections Experience Center. We receive calls from nearly every district of this country. Let's say a customer sitting in Pushkar wants to buy a gemstone of rupees 2.5 lakhs, which he has selected on our website. He will be very afraid to order something of this value without any face-to-face interaction. The customer usually asks that do we have any branch office nearby? Here is where the role of Gem Selections Experience Center franchisee begins. We will redirect all our customers to our franchisee's address. He or she will take the payment from the customer. We will dispatch the particular gemstone from our headquarters to the franchisee's address, and then the customer will collect the gemstones from the franchisee. The franchisee will earn a good commission for facilitating the sale. Since we are the only company in India which sells gemstones on EMI, many people will inquire about the same from our franchisee as well. We will provide our internal software to the franchisee to access the customer's creditworthiness in order to sell gemstones on EMI. Does the franchisee owner need to be involved in the day-to-day operations? The franchisee owner does not need to be involved in the day-to-day operations at all. We have developed standard operating procedures for everything. Area required for the franchisee: 70 square feet to 100 square feet. Location of franchisee. The franchisee need not be in any mall or any main market, as our goal is not to sell to the walk-in customers. The franchisee can be opened in any location, but the location should be such that people should feel comfortable in carrying cash to buy their gemstone. Number of employees. Only one employee will be needed whose job will be to explain the customers about gemstones, take their ring size, place the order on our internal panel, collect money from the customer, and hand over the gemstone to the customer.
We are Gem Selections, retail brand of the vertically integrated Khanna Gems Group, passionate about bringing the best gems, God's gift to humanity, to our esteemed customers at the best price possible. We are the first company in India to sell the precious gemstones in their untreated natural form on EMIs. Join our Gem Selections family as franchise owners and reap the benefits of our brand, heritage, support, marketing to take your franchise business to new heights. Why should you own a Gem Selection franchise? The most important reason is that you are associated with the brand Gem Selections, and our team supports the franchise owners in every way, starting from store pre-launch marketing to store launch activities, to the continuous marketing that we do to ensure your store does more business. Let us consider the pre-launch marketing for your store. Our team puts its best efforts to ensure that the customers are well aware of your store and are lined up by the time your store opens. How do we achieve this? We do multi-pronged marketing through various avenues to target customers of all generations. We start with a teaser video or ad on the social networking sites and print media to generate curiosity among the people. We also ensure a lot of media coverage, be it the TV channels or the radio or the newspapers. We don't leave any stone unturned when it comes to marketing. We put on a lot of videos and ads on social media like Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and start a countdown to your store's launch. Now comes the big day, the store opening. How do we help you out here, you wonder? On the store launch day, we ensure that all the top media is there to witness and cover the store launch. Our countdown has already made potential customers curious about the store. We circulate the e-invitations over the various social networking platforms and printed media to ensure the public is aware of the store opening. We update the store address on our websites and all our records and continue your store's marketing. The most significant advantage of joining hands with us is that we don't stop here. We continue to market for your store by running various Google ads. We also continue with the promotions and video ads on digital platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, blogger outreach, conduct contests, and do many more campaigns to create awareness of your store and to attract more customers. We ensure regular media coverage of the store in newspapers, radio, and TV channels. We also publish esteemed customers' testimonials to create the buzz about your store and its offerings. Not only this, we organize one special webinar every month for each and every of our franchise stores where Mr. Pankaj Khanna, Chairman of Gem Selections and Khanna Gems Group, himself will talk about gemstones and also interact with the audience. In any business, marketing is the biggest pain point, but our franchise partners need not worry about that as the entire burden of marketing is on us. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to become a Gem Selections franchise owner.
Benefits for a franchisee for Gem Selections. Access to 65 crore worth of government lab certified gemstone inventory. Exclusive rights to operate Gem Selection store in a territory. Training program and certification to represent Gem Selections. Multiple revenue streams. EMI support to customers from our finance team. Access to all departments of Gem Selections headquarters. Full central and local marketing support. 24/7 audio and video CCTV surveillance which ensures autopilot operations. Franchisee support team to help with each and every issue on top priority. Technology support provided by Gem Selections.
So the total investment that goes into opening a Gem Selections franchise is 17 lakh rupees. So the franchisee actually invests 7.5 lakh rupees towards the stock, 5 lakh rupees the franchise fees, and the setup cost is around 3 lakh rupees. And the working capital that we want that the franchisee should keep with himself or herself while starting the store is 1.5 lakh rupees. We require 100 square feet area. One person as the store manager is required. Apart from this, the operating cost, the monthly operating cost will be around 50,000 rupee every month. So rent 20,000 rupee, 20,000 rupee staff salary, and miscellaneous expenses like electricity, broadband, another 10,000 rupees. The total operating cost every month will be around 50,000 rupees. So what is the margin? 20% on the online sale of gemstones and jewelry, 28% on the gemstones and jewelry stock, and 40% on the crystal stock. What's the revenue? In the first year, average we expect that the franchisee should get sales of 5 lakh rupee every month. So when the franchisee is getting sale of 5 lakh rupee every month, it means that the franchisee is getting 1,25,000 rupee because our weighted average margin is 25%. So when a franchisee is getting gross profit of 1,25,000 rupees, what is the expenses that the franchisee has to incur? The franchisee has to incur an expense of just 50,000 rupee every month. So this means our franchisee can actually take home 75,000 rupees from the business from the fourth month. So 75,000 rupees every month the franchisee can take home. That is the net profit. So the sales will increase year on year by 20%. And the best part about our business is that when the turnover increases, the profitability of the store increases manifold. Because in our business, when the revenue is more, you don't need to increase your expenditure on the infrastructure. Because the same 100 square feet shop where initially the sales are 5 lakh rupee every month, from the same 100 square feet shop, even 50 lakh rupees a month sale can be handled very easily. So with this, I would like to conclude the presentation. Thank you. Thank you.
So much, Aradhya ji. Friends, I'll request if you have any questions, I'll request you to put these questions and we'll take all these questions from Aradhya ji. So very quickly, Aradhya ji, we've talked about the model which is franchisee and franchisee operated. And you also have certain locations which I understand which are in Delhi where you are also open for doing a franchisee owned company operated model. So is that still available as an opportunity for our investors? And if yes, what locations in Delhi are we looking and what would be terms of those that association?
Yes, Sonia ji, we are still offering the FICO model. In the FICO model, we are open for Delhi NCR. In Delhi NCR, we are coming up with 2 new FICO stores, one in Greater Kailash and one in Gurgaon. So apart from this, we are open to having 3 more outlets in Delhi, 1 more outlet in Gurgaon, 2 outlets in Noida, 1 outlet in Greater Noida, and 1 outlet in Faridabad. So there is room for more franchisees.
तो इन सब लोकेशंस का हमने ऑलरेडी हैव वी एक्चुअली डिसाइडेड व्हिच स्पॉट्स व्हिच प्रॉपर्टीज दैट वी वांट टू ओपन और वी ओनली अंडरस्टूड व्हाट लोकेशंस वी वांट टू एंटर, क्योंकि 2-3 लोकेशन शायद आप शॉर्टलिस्ट
we have already selected the properties also, because we were scouting for the locations now. So our team searched all the locations. So we have already spoken with the property dealers. We have in every location we have 3-4 options available. So now let's say any franchisee is interested, we can sign the contract, we can show these are 4 locations, you select 1 location and done. We have done all the homework.
So friends, they are open for franchisee invested company operated model only for Delhi NCR. The company is also based out of Delhi, and they've already scouted some of the important location spots where the company has understood the potential and have already shortlisted the properties where they want to get into. And these are at different phases, I would say, of their execution. And in certain cases, the work would have also started. In case you're keen on collaborating for any of these existing locations on a franchisee invested company operated model, you can reach out to us because they're fairly spread across majority of the locations are in South Delhi and also in Noida, as Anadha ji mentioned. So Anadha ji, iske terms hamare kya honge? Because I understand the locations aapki thodi si badi hongi. It will be more than 100 square feet of space, or are we replicating the same model for FICO?
एक्चुअली सोनिया जी, हमारी ना एक और ब्रांड चलती है दार-ए-लिज़ा के नाम से. हम उस ब्रांड में परफ्यूम्स बेचते हैं और हमारे एक हैंडीक्राफ्ट्स की भी अलग ब्रांड है. तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं, जो स्टोर्स हैं ना, ये थोड़े से बड़े स्टोर्स रख रहे हैं, क्योंकि एडिशनल रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम्स भी हमारे स्टोर पे आती रहेंगी. मतलब एक एरिया में मतलब ब्रांड जेम सिलेक्शंस ही रहता है, पर जो प्रोडक्ट लाइंस हैं वो जेमस्टोन्स भी रहती हैं, वो परफ्यूम्स भी रहते हैं, वो हैंडीक्राफ्ट्स भी रहते हैं. क्योंकि हमारी कंपनी दिल्ली की ही है, तो हमारे लिए लोकेशंस को कंट्रोल करना बहुत ईजी है. और क्योंकि इसमें पूरी की पूरी जो लायबिलिटी है वो हमारी रहती है. हमारा जो मॉडल है 50 लाख रुपए से स्टार्ट होता है, जो फीको मॉडल है. 50 लाख रुपए की इन्वेस्टमेंट रहती है हमारे फ्रेंचाइजी की, उसके ऊपर 18% उनका अश्योर्ड रिटर्न है. उसके अलावा 10% ऑफ द रेवेन्यू उन्हें मिलता रहेगा, लेकिन जो 10% ऑफ द रेवेन्यू है उसमें मेटल कॉस्ट हम सब्ट्रैक्ट कर देते हैं, क्योंकि मेटल में हमें भी कुछ नहीं बचता. स्टोन्स में, परफ्यूम्स में और हैंडीक्राफ्ट्स में जो भी सेल होगी उसमें उनका 10% रहेगा. तो फर्स्ट ईयर में तो इनिशियली 6 मंथ्स तो हम अपने फ्रेंचाइजी को भी बताते हैं कि आप अश्योर्ड रिटर्न ही एक्सपेक्ट करेगा, मतलब 1.5% हर महीना, 1.5% एवरी मंथ. उसके बाद धीरे धीरे सेल्स बढ़नी शुरू हो जाती है. हम दिल्ली एनसीआर में फीको मॉडल में इसलिए इंटरेस्टेड हैं क्योंकि दिल्ली एनसीआर हमारा बेस है, तो हम यहाँ पे अपना पूरा कंट्रोल रखना चाहते हैं और हमारे लिए इजी वे लोकेशंस को मैनेज करना. हमारे पास मैनेजरियल बैंडविड्थ है, हम इजीली लोकेशंस को मैनेज कर सकते हैं और फ्रेंचाइजीज के लिए भी अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है, क्योंकि हमारे बिजनेस में उनको एक तो स्टेडी फ्लो ऑफ इनकम मिलता रहेगा क्योंकि अश्योर्ड रिटर्न्स हैं. दूसरा, जब सेल्स बढ़ेंगी तब भी उन्हें मिलेगा. और जैसे कुछ लोग होते हैं वो बहुत सोशल होते हैं, तो वो भी सेल्स जनरेट कर सकते हैं. जैसे गिफ्टिंग प्रोडक्ट्स की सेल्स उन्होंने जनरेट कर दी, उन्होंने जेमस्टोन्स की सेल्स जनरेट कर दी. हम कस्टमाइज्ड ज्वेलरी बनाते हैं, उसकी भी वो सेल्स जनरेट कर सकते हैं. तो वो अच्छा मॉडल है वाला.
फ्रेंड्स, ये सिर्फ दिल्ली एनसीआर के लिए ही ओपन है और ये फीको मॉडल है जिस स्पॉट्स पे अध्यक्षा जी ने बताया नहीं लोकेशंस पे अवेलेबल है, विच विल वर्क बोथ ऑन अ मिनिमम गारंटी. जो भी आपकी इन्वेस्टमेंट है उसके ऊपर 9% का आपका मिनिमम गारंटी है, विच इज पेड मंथली.
जी 18%,
सॉरी 18%, एंड ये मंथली पे आउट आपको मिलेगा. एंड दूसरा आपका रेवेन्यू शेयर रहता है. सो राधे जी, इसमें रेवेन्यू शेयर की अगर हम बात करें ऑन एन एवरेज, जो आपका खुद का एक्सपीरियंस है, आपका एक शायद मेरिडियन में भी एक आउटलेट रन कर रहा है, एंड देयर कपल ऑफ मोर लोकेशंस व्हिच यू आर रनिंग yourself and through your partner. So average इस फॉर्मेट का क्या आपका प्रोजेक्शन रहता है या क्या अभी हम करंटली कर रहे हैं एग्जिस्टिंग?
जो एवरेज जो सेल रहती है वो अप्रोक्सीमेटली 20 लाख रुपीस रहती है, 20-25 लाख रुपीस. इसमें से जब 20-25 लाख रुपीस की सेल रहती है, इसमें 5 से 6 लाख का तो गोल्ड का कंपोनेंट हो जाता है, क्योंकि लोग गोल्ड की रिंग बनवाते हैं, सिल्वर की रिंग बनवाते हैं. तो 18 लाख रुपीस वो रेवेन्यू बनता है, जिसके ऊपर वो 10% एप्लीकेबल हो जाएगा. तो मतलब 1,80,000 रुपीस तक हमारे फ्रेंचाइजीज एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं उन्हें बिजनेस से मिल जाएगा. और अच्छी रिटर्न है. अगर 1,80,000 रुपये उन्हें मिल रहा है, इट इज क्लोज टू 30% रिटर्न.
हेल्पफुल। एंड फ्रेंड्स, ये जो ब्रांड है जेमस्टोन, पंकज खन्ना जी, आपने देखा उनके वीडियोस, ही इज वन ऑफ द फ्यू फेमस एस्ट्रोलॉजर्स इन इंडिया हु कम्स फ्रॉम गुरु शिष्य परंपरा, एंड ही इज आल्सो द पायनियर whose work has actually brought the Indian astrology to the present limelight as it is today. And so the entire brand is the brainchild of Mr. Pankaj Khanna, and they have recently, I would say about a year and a half back, just before the pandemic, they started with their franchise model, and successfully they're operating in locations across India. If you're keen to explore, only in Delhi NCR they're offering FICO model. All locations outside Delhi and other states would be on a franchisee owned, franchisee operated model, like they're operating with their other partners. So any important cities, Aradhya ji, jo aap mention karna chahte hain where you want to be in?
सोनिया जी, हैदराबाद बहुत अच्छी लोकेशन है, क्योंकि हैदराबाद से हमें ऑनलाइन ही बहुत अच्छी डिमांड्स आती हैं। एक तो हैदराबाद, दूसरा कलकत्ता। कलकत्ता में जैसे जो बंगाली लोग होते हैं, बंगाली लोग बहुत ज़्यादा जेमस्टोन्स में विश्वास करते हैं, तो वो बहुत ही महंगे जेम्स भी ले जाते हैं। तो अगर कोलकाता और हैदराबाद में फ्रेंचाइजी कोई भी हमारे फ्रेंचाइज स्टोर खुलता है, तो मैं 100% गारंटी के साथ कह सकता हूँ वो सेम फ्रेंचाइजी कम से कम 2 या 3 स्टोर्स और खुलेंगे, क्योंकि इतनी अच्छी लोकेशन है हैदराबाद और कलकत्ता। हमने जैसे बैंगलोर में पहला स्टोर खोला, तो वो स्टोर इतना अच्छा चला, उनके रिश्तेदारों ने और स्टोर खोल लिए, क्योंकि वो बैंगलोर भी अच्छी लोकेशन है। तो बैंगलोर तो भर चुका है पूरा का पूरा, लेकिन हैदराबाद और कलकत्ता में अभी स्टोर्स नहीं आए हैं। तो हैदराबाद और कलकत्ता में अगर कोई इन्वेस्टर देख रहे हैं, तो उन्हें जरूर कंसिडर करना चाहिए। मैं इसलिए नहीं कह रहा क्योंकि हमारी ब्रांड है, क्योंकि पोटेंशियल बहुत है वहाँ पे।
Sure, Radha ji. And friends, anyone from Kolkata, Hyderabad, or any of the locations also, Bangalore is currently full because the entire city potential is captured by the current partners, and they also have a lot of dealers across the country. Or dusra, the benefit that you get from opening and operating exclusive outlet is also you don't have to buy the entire inventory. You have a big visibility and also virtual inventory जो आपको जिसका आपको access मिलता है। So दूसरा क्वेश्चन आराध्या जी जो मैं पूछना चाहती थी इन्वेंट्री से रिलेटेड, जो भी ऐसी इन्वेंट्री है विच इज नॉट सोल्ड या आप रिप्लेस करते हैं उसको, ये जो स्टॉक कोई भी फ्रेंचाइज पार्टनर जो लेते हैं आपसे, इज दैट स्टॉक समथिंग विच इज सिलेक्टेड बाय हिम सोनली, और वुड यू आल्सो एडवाइज हिम ऑन द स्टॉक बेस्ड ऑन द डिमांड दैट यू करंटली सी कमिंग ऑन योर ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म्स आल्सो?
जी सोनिया जी, हमारा बिजनेस ना एक मामले में बहुत अच्छा है कि हमारे बिजनेस में कोई भी डेड स्टॉक नहीं होता। जो पन्ना स्टोन, पुखराज स्टोन, नीलम स्टोन, मेरे जब फादर ने बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया था 35 इयर्स पहले, सेम जेम्स तब भी थे और आज भी हैं। और जेम्स में क्या होता है, पड़े पड़े वैल्यू बढ़ती है, मतलब बाकी जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक आइटम्स में तो डेप्रिसिएशन होती रहती है ना, हमारे काम में वैल्यू बढ़ती है, क्योंकि जो जेम्स हैं इनकी सप्लाई लिमिटेड है और डिमांड बढ़ती जा रही है, बड़े बड़े वैल्यू बढ़ती जाती है। और कभी कभी ऐसा भी होता है कि जो हमारी इन्वेंट्री है उसकी अपग्रेडेशन हमें करनी पड़ती है, क्योंकि जैसे सप्लाई चेन है, पीछे जैसे कोविड हुआ, तो कोविड से श्रीलंका से सफायर्स की सप्लाई बहुत कम हो गई थी क्योंकि रिस्ट्रिक्शंस थी। वो जो सफायर्स थे उनकी वैल्यू अप्रोक्सीमेटली 1.5 टाइम्स टू 2 टाइम्स हो गई कुछ सफायर्स की, क्योंकि वो रेयर हो गए। हमारे बिजनेस में डेड इन्वेंट्री नहीं होती। कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि जो जेमस्टोन है वो देरी से बिका, क्योंकि कस्टमर को रिकमेंडेशन आती है एस्ट्रोलॉजर से। जैसे मैं 100 किलो का हूँ तो मुझे 10 रत्ती का जेमस्टोन रिकमेंड करा जाएगा, कोई अगर 70 kg के हैं उन्हें 7 रत्ती का जेमस्टोन रिकमेंड करा जाएगा। लेकिन इसमें भी कस्टमर का बजट हो सकता है मैं 1000 रुपए रत्ती का जेमस्टोन लेना चाहता हूँ, आप 1 लाख रुपए रत्ती का जेमस्टोन लेना चाहते हो, कोई और 2 लाख रुपए रत्ती का जेमस्टोन लेना चाहता हूँ। तो होता क्या, कुछ इन्वेंट्री होती है जिसकी डिमांड या राइज नहीं हुई। तो अगर कभी कुछ ऐसा होता है और हमारे फ्रेंचाइजी कहते हैं जी ये पर्टिकुलर स्टोन है 6 महीने से नहीं बिका, तो हम उनके लिए वो स्टोन हमारी वेबसाइट पे लिस्ट कर देते हैं, तो वहां से भी सेल हो जाती है।
That's also interesting. And friends, please reach out to us if you have any other questions on the opportunity, and especially if अगर आप FICO model देख रहे हैं, ये दिल्ली लोकेशन के लिए ही अवेलेबल है, but we're also welcoming any inquiries outside Delhi NCR. Thank you so much, Aradhya ji, for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aradhya, for joining in today, and in advance, happy Diwali, sir. Pass our wishes to your entire family, sir. Thank you so much.
Happy Diwali, Archana ji. Happy Diwali, Sonia ji. Happy Diwali.
Now the next opportunity which we are bringing for you comes from the F&B vertical, New York Fries, and we invite Mr. Sameer as well as Anshul to talk about this brand. It's an international chain. So, Anshul, can I request you to please start with the presentation?
Thank you very much, Archana. Good afternoon, friends. We have this brand, New York Fries. This is a premium Canadian QSR chain. And as you can see in this image, I hope the presentation is visible. As you can see in this image, this is a food court concept and a complete authentic model in terms of offering French fries, right? Of course, the menu includes many other things. We'll talk about it. But as a concept, the brand is known for its wide variety of fries. And this is a premium food court concept. We'll talk about it in the next few slides in details. The brand started in 1983, so carries a massive legacy with this from Canada, and now present across European countries and in some of the markets in Middle East also. Very keen to set up stores in India. Sameerji has joined with us. Sameerji is the master franchise for this brand. So we're looking for unit franchises now across Delhi, NCR, and parts of North India. Sameerji, I'd like to invite you to talk about the brand a little bit.
Hi, good afternoon, Anshulji. Good afternoon, Sonia ma'am and Archana ma'am. How are you?
Very good afternoon.
Good.
Good afternoon. Right. So, as Anshulji just pointed out, the New York Fries. So, just want to give you a quick brief history on the brand. So, the brand actually started from Manhattan, and it was bought over by a Canadian gentleman in 1983, and it was introduced as the only singular premium fry brand in the country. Till today, this is a top Canadian food court brand in Canada and overseas in many other Middle Eastern countries, as well as the European parts, China as well. So the main concentration of the brand is on fresh cut fries. So we rely heavily on the freshness of a product. The USP is of bringing the true meaning to the QSR market, where we try to get you your order within 45 seconds to 1 minute. All ingredients that we carry are premium. We have a selection of our plain fries with poutines, which is another French Canadian dish, and we have hot dogs as well. Customer interaction for us is the key ingredient. So the service is the foremost thing that we look for. We do not rely heavily on chefs, as there is very minuscule cooking that we do within the store, but customer service is our foremost requirement. So Anshulji,
Right.
just this brief introduction, and if you can please discuss the financial terms as well.
Sure. We'll go ahead with the presentation now.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. So friends, we have two sections to this presentation. One is taking you through complete understanding on the brand, and then a quick on the franchise proposal as to how you can join hands with the company. So first, about the brand, we're talking about, as Samir just mentioned, the brand started in Manhattan, bought over by a Canadian company in 1983. And today, the brand runs multiple stores across Europe, across the globe. Sameerji, under his company, Border Free Cuisine, signed master franchise contract in January 19. And currently, the company operates one outlet in Nehru Place in Delhi, in Epicuria metro station. And then he's already signed up a couple of other locations, one in North Campus and another one coming up. So 3 locations already would be up and running very soon. As I was saying, 156 locations, including 120 in Canada and 36 outside of North America. In terms of presence, already done Americas, Middle East, most of Gulf countries, Apart from that, Egypt and Turkey also started. Then Southeast Asia, China and Macau already started. India, of course, Samirji is a massive franchise, and we already have 3 locations. One is operational, 2 are under construction and under development. And over next month or so, these 2 should also be up and running from New Year's. Let me just find this one. So continues to grow globally. We recently opened up a 16th store in Saudi market, and as you can see, some of the images, absolute in terms of the look and feel of the outlet. This is a global standard in terms of the food court setup. Right. So then coming to what is the most important aspect, the food. And that's what we want to say. Friends don't let friends eat factory fries. The important point to note here is our fries is fresh made at the outlet as per the freshly made every day, and as per the order, we then marinate it with the right spices and then serve it to the customer.
We do have a variety of customizations that a customer can opt for.
Right. So then coming to the menu, the food, fries, vegan friendly, vegetarian, gluten friendly. So all important boxes are ticked. And I think I will talk about more on the fries on the next slide. Okay. So first, the fries, the most important component of the offering. And then we have poutine, which is, we have these 8 variants. There's non-veg, poutine, paneer, and then there is veggies also. Samirji, I would like you to talk a little bit on what is the poutine and how that can be offered.
So poutine is a French Canadian dish, and we offer a variety of them. So it's basically a fry-based meal where you have a variety of toppings, vegetarian or non-vegetarian options. They go with 100% dairy cheese. So we have about 4 vegetarian options, 3 non-vegetarian options right now. And of course, we do keep coming up with new flavors as per the market requirement. So it's all of this, all these poutines, again, they all factor into a 45-second turnover time.
So friends, another important aspect to note here is this is like a very similar to a Subway in operations, where you can, apart from the set menu, there's also an option to create your own fries mix. Right, Samirji? That's
Yes.
right.
Yes, you're able to customize your product. You can add. We offer a lot of free toppings as well for the customers, so they can adapt the product to their own taste. So they have the ability to choose their toppings and play around with it. Basically, with these 8 items, they can make it to 16 or 20, depending on their palate.
So friends, you're not limited by the menu, but it is your imagination and your creativity that customer has, and he can create any sort of combination that can be done. Of course, as a service provider, as an operator, we would be playing the guiding role to the customer in terms of what should go with what should go with his choice. But customer is free to create his own sort of poutine box, and similarly for the fries also. Apart from that, we also offer premium hot dogs, which is again available in 4 combinations. cheese, protein based, then chicken based, and then veg based. Again, the option to create your own hot dog, that's always there. Alongside, we have this very delicious 5 varieties of dips, which adds significant value to our products. Right. So overall, if you see the menu, this is fries, poutine box. You have hot dogs, and very exciting range of dips that adds to your product. So India launched coverage across media, represented by a parent company also. The promoters were here for the launch, and this was in April 19. So that's our outlet in Epicuria. Average cost of 300 rupee per order. And you can see this is a premium value product. In terms of the menu, we offer fries, hot dogs, poutines, combos and meals, beverages, servicing in terms of home delivery, takeaway, and food court seating. So more pictures of the outlet at Epicuria. You can see, very global in terms of the setting and in terms of the design of the unit. So now, why French fries? So fries, if you see, understand French, this is in transition from a me-too product to a full menu offering now. And that's a transition, which has led to, bringing in New York fries to India. Today, everybody would be offering fries as part of their menu, but New York fries brings in, fries as a key menu item and personalize at that. So as you can see, we spoke about customers creating their own sort of combinations. So that's the personalized customer experience that you want to bring in alongside the fries as a key component of the menu. And as you know, it's not only the fries, we also do poutines, hot dogs, beverages. So there's a full menu on offer. In terms of the market positioning, New York Fries, of course, is positioned as a premium segment operator, and we have placed Nando's, KFC, Burger King lower, only from a fries point of view, not comparing them on their main product, right? So only from a offering of fries as a component of their menu, New York Fries would be placed higher because of absolute focus and authority on the fries. And global expertise in product innovation, bringing in newer menu items, and also a premium QSR chain is how this is positioned globally. At a price point of 300 rupees and at an average order value, you can understand this is, of course, at a premium segment. So, India as a market favors concepts like New York Fries. As you can see, food service industry is growing, and there is a shift underway from unorganized to organized. Many concepts are moving from unorganized to organized segment, and that's where we see global brands are also now focusing on India as a market. We also see customers, with growing affluence, are demanding for better products and services. So that's where we believe New York Fries is well placed with its global experience of 150 plus stores, presence in some 15 countries. So their global experience and expertise in this category, holds you really well as a unit franchisee to cater to a growing customer group. So friends, please note, this is an international brand, but already has a master franchisee in India. So you're working with somebody who's locally available, Sameerji has already set up one unit and the two are in process. So all your support functions are managed by Sameerji and his company, right? So all vendor relationships, marketing, raw material sourcing, equipment sourcing, everything is managed by the company. You don't have to worry about getting a support from an international brand. So the idea here is that you're working with an international brand, but you already have somebody with an experience of Sameerji to handhold you, to support you locally in Delhi NCR.
Right.
So now coming to franchise proposal, and company is very keen to set up stores under FICO arrangement, which is franchisee invested in company operated setup, which means as a franchisee partner, your role is mainly to put the investment in the business, while company runs the store, and company pays you a revenue share or a minimum guarantee, whichever is higher for the month is paid out to you, ensuring a reasonable ROI, a decent cash flow for you also from the business. So financial, I'll come to the Excel. We'll skip this slide. Highly scalable and adaptable business format, which means we can do malls, airports, metro stations, institutions. We also see a growing opportunity with healthcare setups. Large hospitals like Apollo and Medanta in NCR especially have now outsourced their food service, their food court especially to some established brands. So there also there is an opportunity. Hospitality also, many five-star hotels are now outsourcing their restaurant space to some exciting brands. So that can be done. IT parks, like you have Cyber City, plus the many other locations where this kiosk or a food court setup can come in on the ground floor, catering to their entire building. So the format can be designed to suit any of these locations. Some of these locations that we've identified should do well for the brand, and of course, looking at a very large rollout across NCR region. And Sameerji can help you with sourcing the right locations also across NCR. That's not a problem. We've already identified few locations where we'd like to set up our stores. So once we have a franchisee interest, we can easily get a location. That's not a problem.
Right. We have identified the next 4 sites as well.
Correct. Correct. So apart from Delhi NCR, we would be keen to, of course, phase 1, the focus is on doing NCR stores. But outside of NCR, we're very keen to expand across the national highways, starting from Delhi towards Chandigarh, towards Jaipur, Dehradun, and Rohtak. So all 4 sites and stores can be done. We would be keen to look at area master franchises to come on board for these locations with a commitment to do 10 to 15 stores across each of these locations. Ideal partner profile. So we believe a good fit because phase 1, we're looking at FICO association, which means the franchisee only has to invest in the business. So a large stable investor, who has interest in minimum guarantees and some sort of revenue share structure. We would be keen to partner such investors. FOFO association would happen at a later stage, and area master franchisee also phase 2 is what we're looking at. In terms of support for FOFO and area master, of course, in phase 1, FICO, the entire operation is managed by the company, so there's not so much role for the franchise partner to do. But once we start FOFO and area master deals, we would be looking at, we would be offering such support functions in terms of site selection, setting up the outlet, then equipment sourcing, training, recipes. Then under post opening, we continue to work with you for menu development. As Sameerji mentioned, the menu can be customized as per the local market requirements. We can bring in, one or two items which is suitable for your market. So that can be done. Marketing and brand pull, promotional schemes. This is what we will continue to do to ensure a good traffic at your locations.
Yes.
So great reasons to partner the brand. One, of course, as we said, India is a large market with sizable domestic consumption, young market, growing affluence, looking for new products, exciting products, global experiences. So that's where New York Fries as a brand fits very well. Already running one store in Epicuria with a very good performance, even under pandemic, where the traffic was low, the company was still able to generate revenues, and now getting back to it's a full scale revenue now. Premium setup at an average price point of 300. So that also gives you enough in terms of your margins. Globally successful concept with 150 stores, presence in some 15 markets, global experience and expertise. So all that brought to you in terms of important to note that you're working with a global brand who already has a master franchisee in India. So that's a very important aspect to note. From a franchising point of view, it's a MG-led, minimum guarantee-led FICO approach for first few stores in NCR. So the entire operation is managed by the company. As an investor, you just need to put in the money to get on with the brand, right? As Sameerji mentioned, we've already reached out to large real estate developers across NCR, and we have approval for locations in the top malls. A few high street locations also we have identified, and in negotiation with property owners to block those locations also. So as soon as you sign up with us, the property is available to start the business immediately. Strong vendor relations, which ensures consistent food supplies and maintaining food costs. So all that is done by Sameerji and his company. That should end the presentation. I will quickly go to our financial structure. Let me just this one. Yeah. So friends, I hope you can see this Excel. So we're looking at a setup of 300 to 500 square feet with an investment of 62 lakhs plus the property deposits. We have taken an average rental of 2.5 lakh rupee and a deposit of 6 months. So that's 15 lakhs. So as an investor, you would be required to put in 77 lakh rupees. So this includes equipment of 42 lakhs, unit fit out of 15 lakhs, property deposits of 15 lakhs, plus other smaller investments towards POS system, initial stock, marketing budgets, trade licenses. So overall, a project of 77 lakhs. Please note, this is a FICO arrangement. So you're only bringing in this investment, and thereafter, the entire thing is managed by the company. In terms of the revenues, we're looking at starting with approximately a 9 lakh rupee monthly business, and then going up to 16-17 lakh rupees over 5 years. 77 lakh rupee initial investment. So the calculation is that we do a minimum guarantee of 33% for first 3 years, or 16% of sales, whichever is higher is paid to you for first 3 years. Year 4 and 5, the revenue share is 12% of sales, and there is no MG in year 4 and 5. Right. So overall, as per these calculations, by investing 77 lakhs with the company, you hold a potential to receive 1 crore 21 lakhs ideally 50% more on your investment over 5 years. As you can see here. So first you achieve a break even in 36 months or 3 years, where 77 is recovered. And beyond that, 45 lakhs is also receivable over year 4 and 5. So that becomes your potential earning from the business. As the entire operation is managed by the company, the rent, staff salaries, electric, all the expenses, raw material, all the expenses are paid by the company. So you're not involved in that process. So friends, as an investment model, 77 lakh rupees you bring in, and there's a potential to collect 1 crore 20 lakh rupees over 5 years from the business, an ROI over 3 years, and a potential earning of about 45 lakhs beyond your investment of 77 is what we can expect from this franchise concept. Yeah. So that should end the presentation and the financials. I'm open to take the questions.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anshul. Thank you, Sameerji. Friends, any questions that you have, please put while I've tried and answered some of the questions I received from some of our investors outside Delhi. So just to quickly recap on the model, friends, this is a very good opportunity, especially for a lot of our investors who would want to invest in businesses but would not want to put in the time. And I also would say there are a lot of people who are looking at international formats and concepts. And so typically whenever an international brand comes to a market like India, they would ideally go with a master franchisee, and that master franchisee further develops the market. And often, you know, I receive an inquiry for also opening unit franchisees. And so in cases where the brand is not present in the market, typically the foreign companies, international brands do not offer a unit franchisee, because your complexity of running operations, I would say also support of the partner, becomes very difficult for any international brands to do that. So New York Fries is a very established company, and they're serving in the QSR segment, and they have had very successful, I would say, operations over the years in markets like Canada, Middle East, UAE. And this is the brand which entered the Indian market through a master franchisee arrangement already with Mr. Sameerji. So he's the master franchisee, and we already have the first outlet which is operating in Delhi NCR. So any investor who's looking at a business, you know, specifically in a model of franchisee, or even I would say beyond that, and if I have to look at maybe FICO or a FOCO model where you're not even part of day-to-day operations. So credibility of the people, credibility of the brand, and I would say, you know, the system sustainability and becomes very, very important. And I feel all these parameters the brand really qualifies on. So they're offering a franchisee invested company owned model, right? So this is a model where you're not operating, you're just a passive investor, you put in the money, and you will not be part of any day-to-day operations. And many times, and especially international brands like New York Fries look at this model because for the initial setup of brands, and they're looking at controlling the entire operations. They are sensitive to delegating these operations unless they have successful outlets running in that city or the cluster where they're trying to penetrate. So with one outlet already operational in one of the very good locations in Delhi NCR, this opportunity is limited to only 5, and beyond 5 the company would start franchising. So this FICO opportunity is limited to only 5. Overall investment is about 77 lakhs, which also includes your deposit on the property that you would make. And if you look at the machine, and this is one area where the investment is very high, and any international brands of this stature, if you look at, the cost of machinery is high because they have a very stringent criteria and specifications of the machines which are chosen, so that their product standardization is not sacrificed. Third, they're also de-risking the entire investment. Whatever investment you're making, the company is giving you the minimum guarantee for the entire investment, which is being returned in a period of 3 years. Fourth, which I also mentioned at the starting of my webinar, I said, you know, companies need to have a very clearly defined exit. So they have a very clearly defined exit, which is also a part of the agreement, where you can choose to take over also the entire business, or you can even choose to run as a franchisee, take over and run a franchisee. after the term is over, or even the company can take that over after that term is over. So they have kept it flexible. So you have the choice to either exit or even, take over the business, and the company at the end of it will also be glad to take it over on a pre-agreed price. Fifth, they have already identified some locations, and as the company entered India, they're only looking at marquee locations. They will not be opening in any location where they will not do justice with the brand positioning, identity, and the people they are catering to. So they're discussing with the leading, I would say, developers. They're discussing with all the prime locations where the brand should be there, and even with the current location where they're amongst the global leading F&B brands, as their neighbors. So a good opportunity, friends, where you are looking for a passive investment, no involvement in the business. Your downside of the business is protected. Limited opportunity for 5 for a FICO model. So this is where we are. And any investor, while the opportunity is limited only to Delhi, I also saw some of you, coming from other cities. Anybody who wants to invest, because the operations are run by the company. Agar aap invest bhi karna chahte hain, even if you're outside Delhi and you're comfortable investing, I feel that is also something that we can be interested to explore. So I'll take a question. The chart shows 5 years data. Would the arrangement continue? So Sameer ji, I'll take up this question from Mr. Hitendra Nath. He says, you have shown the 5-year data in the projections. And is there a possibility if the franchisee wants to continue the arrangement beyond these 5 years?
Absolutely, there is a possibility, and that is something that can be discussed with the concerned party. The franchisee would like to operate it himself, or he would like the corporation to operate it for him. They both are a possibility.
Sure.
So we usually look for a minimum of 9-year term with locations. So yes, there we can do an extension as well beyond the 5 years.
Absolutely. And Hitendra ji, like I mentioned, the arrangement here that we're talking about, they have a very clear defined exit. If after 5 years you wish to take over the outlet and run as a franchisee yourself, you can do that. If you do not want to do that, the company is also happy to take it over. And if you want to extend, this can be discussed on a mutually agreed terms, because most of the locations, specifically if I talk about most of the international brands, they go on a long-term lease, right? So we'll take up any question, friends, that you have. And now I will request, friends, you also reach out on the hotline number of Franchise India. In fact, we had Mr. Ashish also on the webinar. I'm getting a message. Ashish, you have a call in a minute. Would you want to take up the presentation, or you want us to continue with the current presenter? So Ashish, 1 minute, you can confirm.
Sure, I'm still there.
So just give us a moment, Sameer, because we kind of short on time. And friends, if you have any question on the model, this is currently open only for Delhi NCR. But when I say Delhi NCR, investors can also be outside Delhi. Agar aap north pe bhi kahin pe bhi aap invest karna chahte hain, because सारे operations company handle karegi, you get a guaranteed return on the investment and clearly defined exit for you. So even if there's any other location that you are considering, please reach out to us and we'll have one-to-one discussion with you. Thank you so much, Sameer ji, for being with us today.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Good day.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sameer. Thanks, Anshul. Wish you a very happy Diwali.
Wish you all a happy Diwali too.
Thank you. Safe Diwali, sir. Thank you. Now we are inviting Mr. Ashish, who is representing the brand Vayu, the brand which comes from a very innovative sector, EV sector. And today he'll be talking about what kind of the value proposition he's creating in the market. Vayu is known for their rental electric scooter. Thank you so much, Ashish, for staying with us. We understand you have another meeting, but we would like to understand the entire business model from your side.
So thanks a lot, Archana. It's a pleasure to address this forum, and thank you for the opportunity. With Vayu, we are offering rental of electric scooters. We are offering these rentals for long periods of time. That means typically they are 3 months, 6 months to about a year. And most of our customers are large corporates. So with COVID, what has happened is home delivery of goods and services is suddenly a lot more in focus. So a lot of large corporates like Grofers, JioMart, Amazon, Flipkart, they are delivering a lot more services than they used to before COVID. and this is one-way street. So from going forward, home delivery of things is increasing at a very rapid pace. And secondly, from a government point of view, there's a very strong push to move all these deliveries to electric two-wheelers and electric three-wheelers. And that is where we come into the picture. We provide these vehicles to these corporates for rentals. These corporates typically don't like to buy these vehicles. They don't like to maintain these vehicles. They don't like to keep them running. And that is where we come into the picture. We take care of all maintenance aspects. We take care of all the vehicles and everything. So as such, we have very strong growth. During the last 1.5 years, we have already grown almost 5 times. And going forward also, our order book is very large. So I mean, looking at Delhi NCR itself, we are looking to add somewhere like 5,000 vehicles going forward, because there is a very strong demand. So as such, we provide these vehicles on rent. We take care of all downtimes. In case the vehicle is not working for the customer, we replace the vehicle. In case of any sort of wear and tear, we replace the spare parts. We do the maintenance. We do everything at the customer's place of business or on the road or wherever those breakdowns happen. I'll skip through a few slides in the. So as such, if you look at the whole EV sector, we are not just providing the vehicle, but we are taking care of a lot of more things. So, for example, we are taking care of all kinds of maintenances which are attached, because particularly with EV vehicles, maintenances are a very big challenge. Not everywhere people can get these things maintained. So we take care of those. We take care of the upfront capital that is sort of required to purchase these vehicles, and that is sort of these businesses don't have to do that. And of course, we have our own apps. We have our own customer app. We have our own maintenance app. Everything where the customer can see a variety of different things. We have our own customer services. We have a variety of infrastructure to be able to support any complaints that the customer has and resolve those. And typically in our area of operation, we provide a complaint resolution within 2 to 3 hours for any customer, so that his business is not hampered. From a team point of view, of course, I'm a graduate from IIM Calcutta about 15 years back. After that, I've worked across UK and Europe. I've worked in about 35 to 40 different countries. We've got from the operation side, I also have very experienced manager who are looking at the whole aspect of repairs, maintenance, scheduling, and everything. We have very strong IT backbone, customer services, marketing. So we bring in the whole the experience of the team, the support that we provide, and we to make this thing happen for the customers. In terms of, I've already talked a little bit about what the growth factors are, how the market is sort of at exploding right now. I'll skip forward from this slide. Yes. Skip forward from this one. Yes. In terms of the market per se, currently we are looking at Delhi NCR. We have very strong demand for the next year and a half. Maybe about a year later, we would be looking to expand into other cities. But for now, we are concentrating very much on Delhi NCR. This is a little bit about the customer segments. Again, food delivery, online grocery, e-commerce, medicine delivery. All of them are growing at multiple CAGRs. Very strong demand, and we don't have any shortage of customers on this. This is a little bit about the comparison of the brand versus one or two of our competitors. And as such, we are the only brand who is operating an all-electric fleet, and we are the largest brand in our Delhi NCR market. And we have an experience of around 2 years now, more than 20 lakh kilometers done, and we we know what are the requirements for the customer and so on. Our specialization is really on the operational side of things, wherein we ensure a very high utilization of the fleet. So for every 100 vehicles that we have, more than 95 to 96 of them are deployed every day, and they're working for the consumer. That is both a good thing for us because we get more rent out of the same set of assets, and it's a great thing for the customer because his uptime for the vehicle is high. He does not have discontinuity of his service. He is able to keep his business going. Second part of it is customer centricity. We have very high customer retention rate. Typically, our customers, 80 to 90% of them don't leave us at all. So we have customers who were there right from when we started the business through till now, and typically we keep a lot of our customers. Once they are hooked to the service, once they start renting the vehicle, they realize what are the big benefits of it, and then it becomes very easy to retain them. And that is also down to our service, wherein we provide a service within 2 hours to our customers to ensure that their days are not wasted, because 95% of our times the earning potential of a delivery boy or of a person is linked to the availability of the scooter. So if it's down for a day, typically the boy loses his earnings for that day, and which is where we provide a high, very fast service. In terms of the whole life cycle of it, we of course we have selected the right vehicle. We do a lot of customization on these vehicles. We have IoT devices on these vehicles. We do a lot of other changes on the vehicle so that they have a higher sort of better. So the round time is less. They don't have breakdowns so often. And secondly, so that there are less chances of theft, there are less chances of anybody fudging with the scooter. Having said that, till now we haven't had 0 cases of theft or fraud. The upfront commitment is also very flexible. Different customers can pick up different plans. Our plans start from 1 week to 1 month to 3 months to 6 months, and then longer also. And of course, there's different pricing for different plans. But the upfront payment is very small. There's only 1,000 rupee upfront deposit, and there is either a weekly or a monthly advance rental, depending on which plan people choose. And the best thing about this, people don't have to, the risk is covered, because in case the scooter gets hit, in case there's a theft, in case anything happens, the risk is only limited to the first 1,000 rupees that they gave as a security deposit. So if they have a small damage, say a rear view mirror is broken, we only charge for the cost of that breakage, which is 75 or 100 rupees. But if it's a large damage, say 10,000, 20,000, or the whole vehicle is stolen, in that case, the user only has to pay 1,000 rupees. And of course, all our plans are all inclusive of taxes, of maintenances, deliveries, pickups, everything. The customer does not have any other fee other than that. This is a cross section of our users. It is across segments, across age of the driver, woman driver, mid driver, across income segments, and so on. We have been strongly exposed to media. This is a slightly older slide. We've also appeared on Aaj Tak, Jantantra, Economic Times, on Financial Express, variety of places. In terms of the franchise model, we are currently looking at Delhi NCR with a FICO approach, wherein we would be looking at the franchisee or the partner for the investment part of it, and the operation of the fleet, the maintenance, everything we'll take care of. And we are saying this because, as such, we don't want people to be exposed to the risk of a new business. We want them to understand the business first with us by doing a FICO approach. If it works well for them, if they understand the business, then of course later down the line they can come to us of taking a more responsibility, of picking up more things, and going into a more involved as a more involved business partner. The current approach, we don't expect the franchisee to be contributing either the space or manpower or any oversight. We will be taking care of all of those things. So the current proposal is that the franchisee puts investment into the vehicles. These vehicles get deployed with large corporates. They remain at the corporate's warehouse all through their life. We take care of all kinds of maintenances, repairs, everything, and 90% of these repairs happen at the corporate's location only. About 5 to 10% in case of big accidents, they happen at our dedicated workshops. And for providing these vehicles, we are offering a fixed return of 3.2% every month to the investor. 3.2% every month works out to close to about 38.4% in a year. And we provide these returns over a 4-year period. So that works out to close to about 153%. So for every 100 rupees, the investor will get 38.5 rupees every year. And at the end of 4 years, we would have got 153. And apart from that, we'll also provide a assured buyback of the vehicle at the end of 4 years from the investor. So in terms of the number, this works out to a return of close to about 20% per annum. And we provide this for a period of up to 4 years. And the minimum investment we expect is of 16 lakh rupees. And at 16 lakh, the user is able to buy close to about 32 vehicles. And we provide 3.2% of whatever the invested money is. So that is it from my side. I would love to hear some questions, because I believe it's much better to be able to answer your specific queries.
Thank you so much, Ashish. Friends, please put your questions. This is opportunity with a company based out of Delhi, which is in the EV segment. The company is Vayu. Again, this is a franchisee invested in a company operated model, and they company take care of all operations, starting from deployment of the vehicle to even the maintenance of the vehicle. All that is handled by the company. At the same time, the company is also taking away the risk by giving you a fixed return on every vehicle which is invested by you, so which is about 38.4% of the investment, which is about 3.2% per month is what the company gives you every month on the entire investment. And they also work on the entire utilization of fleet at their end. And the minimum investment that we've talked about is 16 odd lakhs, and it goes up to about 23 odd lakhs, Ashish, like we saw in the presentation. Now, my one question which I want to ask, since we're talking about this investment and deployment being made by you, do we already have a demand at hand? Because we're talking about number of vehicles that will be deployed at various corporates. So are we currently sitting on any kind of a demand that you want to even tell the investors here, so to give them some kind of predictability on the demand side?
Absolutely. That's a very pertinent question. Right now, as we speak, we are sitting on a demand pipeline of close to about 800 to 1,000 vehicles that we need to deploy over the next 2 to 3 months. These are large corporates. They are in the new grocery delivery companies. I'll not take the exact name, but it's the same sector as Grofers or Big Basket or JioMart is. And these are e-commerce companies of the likes of Flipkart and Amazon. So demand is there from very big corporates. We have the signed letter of intent. We have already deployed some vehicles with each of those. So that all of those are there. And these are typically 1-year contracts that we have with them.
All right. And what would be our, contract with our partner, the partners who would invest?
So our contract with the partner can be of 2 kinds. Either they can own the vehicle in their own name, in which case we will lease it out from them for a 4-year period, and we'll also give them a compulsory buyback at the end of 4 years. The other option is that we buy the vehicles, we put them in our name, and in that case we do a contract with the investor for a 4-year period, again offering the same return. But in this case, for their security, we'll also give them a signed sale letter to them that at any point of time during these 4 years, they can encash that sale contract and they can pick up their vehicles in case something doesn't work out. Secondly, because we are buying these vehicles in bulk, So typically a vehicle that in the market sells for 70,000, we are able to get that for something like 60 or 58,000. So typically, the moment the investor starts off, he is already always in the safe, because once we start providing the returns on top of the 58,000, the written down value of the assets is always more than what he has invested. So let's say 6 months down the line, he would have something like 45 or 48,000 in the vehicles, but the value of those vehicles would still be close to about 60,000 or so. So the investor is always safe that way.
All right. So there are two options. One, the investor can also buy back the entire inventory, and the other is the company can also choose. And this is something which can be pre-agreed at the time of getting into the arrangement. And Ashish, if somebody wants to maybe go beyond, because most of these vehicles would be used beyond a period of 4 years, how would the subsequent term, the 5th term or the 6th term of the arrangement work out? Would it be on similar minimum guarantee that would be offered, or?
Absolutely. So the way we propose is that not all the vehicles will last beyond 4 years. Different vehicles will have different lives. So at the end of 4 years, we'll take a call, judgment call with the franchisee. We'll identify the vehicles which can go on for another 1 year or 2 years. We'll identify vehicles which can go on for another 3-4 years, and we'll be very happy to keep the same rental or the same lease arrangement going after that, depending on what life remains in that vehicle.
And Ashish, you also mentioned the minimum investment would start with the 32 vehicles minimum, and that translates to about 16 odd lakhs. And for a 40 vehicle, we are seeing an amount of about 23.5 odd lakhs. Is there any other proposition outside these two? Is one of the questions. Somebody wants to maybe start with smaller, say 10-15 inventories, and can this investment be made on a staggered basis? Every month he can choose to pick up number of inventories that he want to invest. Is that something which is also an option with our investors?
I would be happy to take that on a case-by-case basis, because as such, this is a standardized thing that we are offering. But on a case-by-case basis, if somebody is looking at some variation of this, we can look at that.
All right. And, because this is one question typically many investors also ask, while we look at a specific territory where we want to deploy the vehicles in the corporates, and being a FICO model which does not require him to participate in the operations, we can even allow investors from outside Delhi also to participate in the business, because I see some of our investors from other locations. So
absolutely. And nowadays, I mean, with the world shrinking, you see all the time people who are based in Delhi investing in Dehradun or in Bangalore or Goa, and in fact people who are based in Canada, they also invest in India. So as such, this is a very, very investment-led model, and that really simplifies everything for the user. He need not be physically present there. He need not even visit. We will provide him with an access to the GPS devices of these vehicles. So in case he wishes to see, he can see where those vehicles are running, what is happening with those vehicles, any point of time, because the GPS are on 24/7.
Sure.
So that way the insurance, the vehicle, the franchisee can be assured of his investment.
Sure, that's understood. Quickly, I'll take the last two questions I am seeing, and this is a question from Mr. Harpreet Ruprai asking which models are we buying? Are there any specific brands that we are buying? Absolutely.
There are two considerations in that. First of all, we do have our own experience with these vehicles, quite a lot of experience. We have already done close to about 25 lakh kilometers on these vehicles. So we know which are the vehicles that are doing well, which are the vehicles that will create more trouble for us or less trouble. So that is number one. And secondly, each of these corporates has a slightly different requirement. So for example, when we talk about grocery delivery, their requirement is slightly different in terms of number of kilometers, the gross weight of the vehicle, the carrying capacity, and so on. In case of medicine delivery or food delivery, it's a slightly different requirement. So depending on a combination of the customer's requirement and our own experience with the vehicles, we select the vehicles, and so that is how this thing works.
So that is depending on the functionality of where we want to place. So there would be different brands that we would utilize. and
Absolutely, absolutely.
specifications of the vehicle. And Hitendra ji from Bombay is asking, is this return that we have put in the presentation, is that something which is guaranteed, or is there some kind of risk also attached on the minimum assured money?
No,
for
this is a guaranteed return. So as long as you know, you will get PDCs on this return. There are no fine prints on this. The only risk you're carrying is the credit risk on us as a company. But in that case also, you have the vehicles as a backup. In case something goes bad with our company, you still have the vehicles with you. So as such, it's a very, very low risk investment, and it's as if putting your own fleet of vehicles into with an aggregator.
Helpful. And friends, you can reach out if you have any other questions that you want us to answer. Please reach on the hotline number of Franchise India. And I'd like to thank Mr. Ashish for being with us today, and all our friends who have stayed with us for the last 1.5 hours. And the hotline number is 9717683838. You can reach out on this number. We presented 3 business opportunities for all of our investors on franchisee invested company operated model. Should you be keen to explore more details, information, and financial dynamics of the same, please reach out, and we'll connect with you and subsequently the representative of the companies to get you deeper understanding. Thank you so much, Ashish ji, for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, Archana. Great talking.
Thank
to
you so much, Ashish, for joining us today. Have a safe Diwali and pass our wishes to your entire family. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So thank you so much, Sonia ma'am. Thanks all the dear participants for sparing your time joining us today on this special webinar, ROI webinar. Please do reach out to us at our business hotline number, which is 9717683838. Also share your suggestion and feedback with us at different social handles. You want more expert advice, inputs from Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am, it's very easy to get it. Just join them at their LinkedIn platform. Links we have just shared on the screen. And today, under our Bharat Franchise Show, which is again a digital show, we are inviting you to join us for Chennai chapter. The show will start at 7 p.m. To join the show, simply do the registration with us. Registration is free of cost. Go to Facebook page where we have shared the registration link. Register yourself right now. And tomorrow, under our normal 12 p.m. webinar, we are bringing the brand which comes from a F&B vertical. It's a bakery brand, Eplis Bakery from Bombay. We are representing tomorrow. So do registration so that you join us tomorrow sharp 12 p.m. And on 2nd, 3rd and 4th November, we are inviting you to join us for Diwali celebration. We are inviting the top 18 international and national brands through our digital presentation. And if you want to have a face-to-face meeting with our representatives, with our business advisors, join us at our Delhi office, Surajkot office, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So don't miss these chances, because these are your opportunities to interact with the business owners. Thank you once again for joining in today. Have a safe day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashton. I'd like to add, second is Dhanteras, and all our offices across India, including Delhi, Bombay, have our representatives who would be happy to do one-to-one meetings with all of you. And if you wish to block your time for a no obligation meeting on taking the basic advisory on what you should be buying, please reach out on the hotline number, and our teams will start fixing your meetings with our teams. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, Sonia.